It's recording now.
Juniors, so you guys need to be quiet. I'm going to hand you out a cause and effect sheet. Follow the directions on it and fill it out according to the picture on the board. Quietly.
Wait, we're filling out just according to the picture.
Yes, it'll make sense.
So the picture is the before.
I just want you to give me, so the directions say give a cause and effect. What do you think is the cause of this photo and what would be the effect? Use your imaginations.
So like, why do you think he's falling from the sky?
Cause and effect. Use your imaginations. The directions say to be creative. There's no right answer.
So, is this the cause or is this the effect?
No, I won't answer any more questions about it. Directions are on the paper, just right. You can't get it wrong, so no questions. So for those of you that have stopped writing, this should take longer than it took you. So take until 9:25. should be ready, and now I'm going to randomly select which of you will share by closing my eyes and pointing at it. Ready? Gabe, what do you have? What happened?
Really? Alright, the cause was he just wanted to jump out of the airplane for fun and excitement.
Or a helicopter.
Okay, effect.
Hopefully his parachute will open successfully and will land safely on the ground.
Okay.
And if it doesn't, he'll come and use a pancake.
Okay. Okay, so creative juices flowing this morning, Gabe?
Probably not as good as they could have.
Well, it's only second period, don't worry about it. Okay, ready? Second person? Good job, Gabe. Oh, I missed. Spencer, not here. Where's Spencer?
Not a clue.
Katie.
I wrote that he was jumping on the trampoline and like doing flips, and somebody took a picture of him, and then he edited the pictures and made it look like he was falling out of his head.
Oh, okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. So you're taking it out of the context that we know
I know. I'm just saying. It's good. It's
we
good
know
thought.
that he probably did jump out of an airplane, but you were creative as the directions encouraged you to be. Good job, Katie. Okay, ready? Nolan.
He jumped out of the airplane to go skydiving, and he's going to free fall for a bit, and then pull his parachute and land safely.
Oh, okay, predictable. Predictable. Okay, okay, that's okay. Like you said, it's only second period, no less. Hopefully your creativity increases throughout the day.
Hopefully.
I'm not a creative person.
Cassidy.
I said he jumped out of an airplane and then he shot him and then he pulled parachute and not die.
Oh, he's not gonna die. That's Jay said he might turn into a human pancake, and you said he's not gonna die. So there's a difference in the story. Very good. Michael Walsh, do you have something different?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
He's going total Sandra Bullock on us, and he like fell out of his space shuttle or whatever, and he's like floating away from everybody.
Objection!
What do you think he's
That
reaching
is not
for?
what he wrote.
What is he reaching for?
He's reaching for his friend so he can be pulled back into the space.
He's just reaching towards the camera. So
Yeah.
I'm serious. Got one.
Okay, Gibson, let's hear it.
I think the cause was this guy was having a pretty huge midlife crisis because he's 40 years old with a mean wife, a dead-end job, and 3 children. And the effect, because of this guy's terrible life, he has been inspired to divorce his wife, buy a boat, a Harley Davidson, and a mail-order bride, and go to kick off his new life. He decided to go skydiving and have someone take pictures of him so he can later post them on Instagram and say, just an average day in my life, hashtag killing it, hashtag midlife crisis. And after that, he went and hung out with Clint Eastwood and Charlie Sheen for Tuesday night bowling.
And that was that the effect? All of this is the effect of his terrible life before.
That was
So
legit.
basically, he gets rid of his wife, and life is great. Is that what you're saying?
And his kids.
Oh, and his
He
kids.
hates his kids.
So basically, he
All
releases
3 of them.
himself from responsibility, and life is great.
Well, his wife was mean.
Okay.
What was his
Good job,
wife's
Gibson.
name?
Very creative.
It's
Good job. What was your similar?
It was
I saw
very similar.
An angry reaction.
It's a
Did you guys cheat off of each other?
yeah.
We're across the room.
Except for mine didn't have such a happy ending. His parachute decided not to open and fell to his death.
Oh. Was he a human pancake, like Gabe said, or?
Oh, I don't know. I just drew a picture.
You drew a picture?
Julia's got good.
That's a good picture. Okay, really quick, I want to hear Austin's, because Austin, I heard you say, okay, no.
This is gonna be
Okay.
Can we hear Phil's? Phil's is really good.
We can be quiet while Mick reads his.
I could have wrote a book out of it, just let you know.
I know you could have, Mick. You're very creative.
Okay, yeah.
I do see that you have a lot.
So, yeah, this boy here,
Okay.
free falling, he was a test subject at the secret government lab
Okay.
for superpowers.
Uh-huh.
And he was being transferred to the adult facility with a bunch of other kids by plane. And they all fire to like break out of their little containment cells and try to make a break for it. So this guy, he has the power of teleportation.
Is this
Oh.
plan
So
B?
he's right now, he teleported out of the plane and he's free falling.
Okay.
So what you're saying is
Yeah,
by
that's a
this,
question.
you believe in
It's like
superpowers.
And so
Continue.
that was
Let
the
me finish.
cause.
Okay. Okay. The
Now
cause.
the effect is he free falls, he gets really close to the ground, then he teleports right above this water
Okay.
and he lives because he hit water.
You can
Anyway.
I'm hitting water.
Well, I just want to throw this out there, Nick.
I know it's most likely he wouldn't live, but.
You know, hitting water is like hitting concrete.
Okay, so let's
But
say.
let's just pretend like he didn't. Like,
I have a
it's
question.
okay.
His superpowers.
Hey guys,
He has the power
quiet,
to
quiet. Let's hear the rest.
Hmm?
I'm ready to hear the rest.
Yeah, and so then he goes on this epic journey
Okay.
to overthrow this secret government facility, and yeah, I could wrote a book out of it.
Well, good. Very good. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Yeah.
I have a question for me.
Okay.
Aren't they not really good containment cells if you can break out of them?
He's using his imagination.
Yes, Woody.
But then why are they even containment cells?
Woody,
Woody, I just know that you're one of those people that.
And did he snag the GoPro while he was jumping out?
How would you get mad at me?
Okay, guys.
I respect
Yes.
moving.
Yeah, I do.
Had 5
Austin,
minutes
let's hear it.
to go. 14 blocks.
I also want to hear it.
So this dude was from USA and he was in Russia. And the Russians captured him and were trying to bring him to somewhere. He uses his mind power, he blows up the plane, and he has to do a 360 dolphin dive through a bunch of flaming anacondas. And in that-
Like snakes?
Yeah, big
Okay.
snakes, like
Okay.
30-foot anacondas that are
Okay.
on fire.
Which
And they're in, they're just
Jumpsuit,
in, they're in the air.
They're just falling.
So that's how, like, he was
That's how
like
you'll see
flying
him,
over
the
the
effect is really, he's a mutant, and he rides an anaconda to Russia and burns it with fire.
Oh,
Does the anacondas fly? Because I feel like if you ride something
Woody.
that's falling, it's
Woody.
just gonna fall too.
You guys can hash it out later, okay, Woody?
good.
Good job, Austin. So Julia, I hear that yours is interesting. Let's hear yours.
I guess. So obviously he's skydiving, he's just having a wonderful time,
Okay.
but his parachute does not open, but it's okay because he calls his eagle, and his eagle like swoops in, and so he's riding on the back of this eagle, and it's okay because they land safely.
Like Lord of the Rings.
So cause and effect though, are we losing the cause and effect? here?
No, because the fact is that he lands safely
Oh, okay, so
after the
cause,
parachute didn't open.
he's falling,
Plummeting to his death.
and the eagle comes,
Mhm.
effect, he lives. Very good. Okay, yeah, Woody,
I have one more thing, not about that.
is
but
it, are you,
it could also happen with this picture. He's
Okay.
falling, reaching for his phone to call a State Farm agent. So that way he can, once he gets to the ground, he'll be
Maybe.
safe and covered.
Maybe.
Sure.
good.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys, so this is kind of a fun activity in relation to the Jack London story we read yesterday. So what did I do with the remote? Can somebody, Gabe, can you turn that off for me? I don't know what I did with the remote, I can't reach it.
I still think he'd reach an anaconda, go right inside.
Possibly. Okay, guys, so yesterday we read that Jack London story called Austin. Be quiet. This activity is over, okay? Good job. To build a fire. We read to build a fire. So for those of you that weren't here yesterday, you will be just fine because I'm going to put you in groups and you'll be able to get caught up right away. Hopefully you all have your lit books today. It looks like most of you do. Good. So, really quick, I have up here, I'm going to separate you into 2 groups. I have them already. In fact, I'm just going to split you down the middle in the grade book alphabetically. So group 1, I want you guys to talk about cause and effect. Remember, I asked you to keep that in mind as we were reading yesterday. The story is all about cause and effect. This happens and then this happens, and then this happens and this happens, and it's really a downward slide. It doesn't really get any better for him, but there's a lot of
It
cause
gets
and
better.
effect. He doesn't. He thinks about it. He doesn't kill his dog. Okay, so I'm going to break you into groups. Follow the directions on the board within your groups. Group 2, you're not going up to the board. I want you just to write on a paper, draw on a paper that you should already have. You can draw the symbols, write the symbols, but I want you to discuss the symbols. what is their meaning? There are a few big symbols, and you should have noticed them as you were reading. But talk about them within your group, and then we'll report out. So then group 1, I want you guys to come up onto the board, and we'll erase all of this other stuff, and I want you to use it should take the entire board, cause and effect, the entire story, and I want you to go sequentially, so from beginning to end, cause and effect, cause and effect, cause and effect. And if you wanted to use the flow chart that I gave you, something similar to that with a cause box, an arrow, and an effect box, you can do that. Sound good? You ready to hear your groups? Okay, so Austin, Ashley, Gibson, Julia, Seth, Tristan, Katie, Gabe, Dusty, Josh, and Nolan, you are group 1. Okay, don't do anything yet. Don't do anything yet. Stay there. Okay, ready? Bailey, Sammy, Cassidy, Paige, Woody, Ezra, Spencer's not here, Phil, Michael, Mick, Jared. You are group 2. Okay, so group 1, come on up to the board. Group 2, get together back there.
Group 2 right here.
Let's do this thing,
This
Timmy.
should be quiet. This should be quiet.
Alrighty.
I got some.
I feel like there's more people in group 1 than there is in group 2. Nick.
Dude, you have food? Good. Because you're not allowed to eat in class.
Alright, you're gonna write for us?
Alright, so first,
Alright, one symbol I think is fire. Fire
we
means
gotta
light.
start from the beginning.
This is, do we need to do this like, do we need to do our symbols in chronological, is that the right word?
No, I just want you to talk about them. They're not really sequential. There's just symbols throughout the story. So you don't have to talk about them in chronological order. But
Alright, so fire.
Start over here. I don't know, like starting and
Fire, light.
At the beginning,
Cold,
you
dead.
see him look back at like the
Everything
road
that
and how
happens
he's
makes
on the
something
main
else
road.
happen.
Break on
No,
it. Is that like a
that's
short?
We'll just put a number 1 by 1.
Simple as that, that's possible.
Okay, what did you say, Ezra?
But at the beginning of the story, he like looks over and like, sees like the main road and he's like very far away and he like, doesn't care because he doesn't follow the main road.
other half takes the second half.
He's not
Yeah.
wanting to follow he's wanting
Running it wrong. Shortcuts equal danger.
Yeah.
Shortcuts never turn out good.
Don't take no
That's not a lie.
shortcuts.
Well, yeah, for, like in real life, yeah, they always turn out good, but have you guys noticed that every time a person takes a shortcut in a book or a story,
Yeah,
it equals death or hardship, like dragons get in their way or something?
Dog, dog equals confused.
Except he's not really like cool and
Perfect example, the
just
dog
kind of
party.
beats the dog a lot. So
What'd you put?
consequentially.
Main road, let's see.
No, because you guys said that at the beginning.
We got the cold already?
What else we got?
Why don't you open your?
How about like his like, he said his gloves, like,
Somebody's lost.
so he did like his gloves. They were like really stains on his hands, like against his
What page was this on?
gloves was for like protection.
465.
Clothes.
You could say like the hidden pockets of
41.
water symbolize how there's like hidden dangers in Alaska. everywhere.
41.
I found it.
Because he has to take his mittens off to get his biscuits or whatever in his hands.
Yeah.
His hands.
That would, no, the cause, that's later. The cause would be, he took his.
The ice thing, where like he's crossing ice, like
With the ice, it's just particles of snow that cover ice, and then there's water beneath that.
Like soon.
I thought that happened.
that's what I'm talking about. That's part of the
Hidden
book.
danger.
So the ice is hidden danger?
I bet it was a book though, wasn't it?
Where else I would've
This is all he wrote for that.
This isn't an
Excerpt.
Spit.
Let's see what we got here.
Phil, let's go. You're ingenious.
And I'll put the coat
Could like the dog, how he compares it to like a wild wolf, could that like symbolize like the wildness of the country's in?
So the dog is wildlife?
Or like the untameness of, the unforgivingness.
Yeah, like the they talk about the land and how unforgiving the Yukon is a lot. heard it be.
With the land,
Because it's
land.
very forgiving.
Like forget, like no
Yeah.
mercy kind of thing.
Chew Copenhagen snuff.
Think about too, he talks a lot about intuition and instinct.
And also it's like
Like that.
negative
So
60
your
or
symbols don't
75.
necessarily have to be
Gibson's obviously in that
physical,
group.
tangible things.
Well, yeah, then you could put like the dog equals like instinct and natural, because like he always talks about how the dog always thought like
Stay by the fire.
stay by the fire or like get under the snow and just like wait till it gets warmer and all that
The,
stuff.
like-
The dog wasn't necessarily.
What does that first one say,
smart, but
Tristan?
It understood those things
Like
were
you
important.
naturally.
The man was intelligent, he did not derive.
And then the next one's Chew Copenhagen snuff. Yeah, I got that.
Get to cover and not be a retard.
Could the chew symbolize something? I don't know.
Think about things that are repeated often throughout the story.
The chew,
Yeah, when chew drips on it, it freezes.
What
they
about
talk about that all the time.
About the old man at Silver Creek.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, boldness and wisdom, like the,
You get like this.
Good.
what's the word I'm looking for original theme? Elderly, elder, wisdom, I don't know.
Got stuck in his weird house and chew.
Was he actually lost though? He wasn't. He always
He
knew where
wasn't
he.
lost.
So you guys have until, just take,
That's stupid, don't worry about it.
He knew where he was, he was just,
so
he
just
was
take
taking a
like
shortcut.
5 more minutes. I'll give you 5 more minutes, so don't waste too much
And also
time.
going alone.
Yeah, and then you like.
That's not on this fire though.
The like snow that fell on the first fire, that was pretty
Like the
important.
sunlight going like mid-afternoon.
That's Mother Nature.
What?
When the snow fell on the fire, it says Mother Nature just give me a, just give me a backhand.
We already said like the unforgivingness of the land.
Okay.
No, that's it.
Then put tries to build fire under tree. No, he builds fire.
He goes, he's like touching his nose.
First season as he goes off the rails.
No, he did build
Yeah, that's like the third, that's still, that's good.
I like it. No, when they get in the Mexican prison, that's pretty cool.
But those
Guys,
two pretty
Yeah,
good
he is.
guys,
seasons of Irish prisons are good. But
Have we found any more?
When they're on the run.
Hey,
If I had more.
Who's gonna draw these?
Tries to
we've got like 11.
wait, do we need to?
That's not bad.
No, we don't need to.
We don't have to draw, right?
That's a suggestion, if you didn't want to write, you draw.
Well, I don't wanna draw.
Yeah, I think.
That's fine.
I'm not an artiste.
I have like 8.
Whoa. Yeah.
Triple for everyone.
We had 7.
good drawer. It was how that guy was trying to get his gun so he could shoot you midair.
Man, I thought you actually going.
Really?
Turn the rug, all right.
High kills.
Took too many lemon leaves.
We got that.
He just was.
I can read this tonight, so I'm not sure.
Think about his intention, so. Was the overall audience.
He died.
Did he tried to eat his dog, or he tried to kill his dog to eat it or something.
Yeah,
didn't he?
because he heard about a story about like killing a steer, like crawling inside of it and seeing.
Yeah.
Who would have been able to cause that dog?
But he couldn't kill his dog because it's too cold.
His hands wouldn't work. It's like in 8 Below where they.
I just don't like how they.
Yeah, I don't either. So they live in a whale.
I moved over there because I didn't want to be there, but then I was like, oh, I want to talk to Mick, and then I was like, so I came over here and I was sitting right in front of him.
Ever seen that movie? Super sad.
Discussion.
Might have cried a little.
Oh, I've been in the video.
That poor guy, he was right there. Stupid, the other
Is that
guy,
Paul
like,
Walker?
his little toes
Not
probably got
even
frozen
worse
off.
at lunch.
Like, he's trying to come up with it, it's not happening.
Just let me do it. Well, the dogs just like kind of rely on.
I feel so bad for those ones.
Bring us about finished.
Yeah.
We pretty much, we hit a wall.
almost everything.
We got 11, so we hit a few good
You guys
spots.
take 2 more
I guess you
minutes.
could say how like the group that he's trying to get to represents like successful, like staying in groups.
Like his group.
Okay, so when you are finished, I want you to sit back in your seats, so get the desks back in rows. Everyone, and sit back in the seat that you were in quietly. I should hear no talking.
No, there's food in this one. Get out of here, baby. Oh, you're going over there.
Junior, you should not be talking. Making sure that's not right.
That's all I have.
Okay, so group 1, I want you to go first. I just want one person to talk. Decide who that's going to be.
I got this.
Okay, so Josh, tell us, cause and effect throughout the story. Do more than just read to us, explain.
Well, he left the trail.
Do more than just read to us.
So he's trying to get to a mining camp, and he left like a trail to try and get there faster, and he ended up getting kind of lost. Like he knew the general direction he had to go in, but he didn't know quite exactly where it was.
Well,
Yeah.
well, in that, didn't he know like exactly where he was? Because he kept talking about like the creek and he knew exactly like which way.
I think he knew where it was. He just
He
a little
knew where
longer.
he was going and he knew how to get there, but as far as knowing exactly where he was, I don't think so. Yes.
He decided to chew a lot.
Okay.
It was so cold out there that his spit just froze in his beard and.
Yeah, what did it say? What did they say he had?
An ice muzzle.
An amber beard. We know what amber is? Amber is a color.
And he got cold and took his gloves off his hands to try and build a fire, so his hands got cold, really
Okay.
cold. He stopped to eat, so he tried to build a fire to warm his food.
And what happened to his fire?
That's a different fire. That's a different fire.
That was the
He
first
tried- he
fire.
built
Oh, that's the
three
first
different
fire.
fires,
He did it. Yeah.
which is also kind of bad.